Alright, yo, what's going on, guys? It's Awesome Gamer here. Welcome back to another video. And today, alright, so it's pretty late, but I'm just gonna get it out right now. I just now uploaded a video, because tomorrow my mom's going for a surgery for something with her spine. I think like spinal fluids leaking into like her body or something like that. And I won't be able to make content all throughout this week because I'm gonna be at my sister's house because I can't stay here by myself because it's illegal to stay at like her have under or a minor not or a minor stay at an unoccupied house or like an occupied house, but like, you know, it's not like no one's in it. So there's another story I want to tell you that does involve furries. Um, and I'm gonna go to whatever it is, Street Runner private room, just so I can, you know, have you guys watch something, you know, while I talk, because you probably don't want to just listen to me talk. I mean, you probably will if you're listening to a story time. But I'm uploading this right after I upload my coming out as a furry, or I am a furry. I am a furry video. And so, if you don't know what the furry fandom is, it's kind of simple.
Ready to start.
The short, like the short story for what a furry is it's an anthropomorphic character, which basically means that it's just like if you ever watched the movie Zootopia, that's what anthropomorphic is. It's animals with uh, human-like characteristics. Um, and they have like um, they have things that they dress up called fursuits, if you don't know. And those fursuits are basically usually a replica of your fursona, which is um, it's basically your character as a furry. And anyway, so this is the story about how I like I don't know if it became a furry, but like I heard about the furry fandom. So in my last video, I was talking about a friend named Thomas, and he was an actual fursuiter, which is just a person who dresses up as a furry. And he was hardcore about it. Like he would actually like go around and like actually want to try to meet people, which I wouldn't be able to do that because I have social anxiety. Um, so anyway, me and him are, you know, new to the school because I just moved from whatever it is. I moved, or I didn't move, but like, yeah, I moved. I moved from some like apartment building or something like that. And I had to go to a new school. So this was like when I was in elementary school. And so what basically ended up happening was me and him were in all the classes. Um, so what the classes do is like um, everybody is in like the same classroom. So like we'll be in the same classroom for lunch, music, art, um, you know, all of those stuff, like all of the periods, like we had like science, social studies, and I think homeroom, which homeroom was just like math. It was either math or like you know, just like chatting, or like it was the like homeroom was before math, which is in the same room as homeroom. It's just like a, you know, like a 10-minute, you know, you get here, pack your stuff up, or not pack your stuff up, but unpack your stuff, you know, get all your materials, you know, do that. So usually during that time, I would sit there playing on a Chromebook, and this guy who was sitting next to me, which, you know, his name is Thomas, um, says, hey, you should look up a video called, it was, I think he wanted me to look up, like, it was like, fursuit, something, it was like fursuit competition. I don't think it was the dance competition, I think it was like a talent show, kind of, maybe, I don't know, it was a long time ago, that was 4 years ago. So I look it up and I ask him how to spell it, you know, all that stuff. Um, and I look at it and I'm like, wow, this is really cool. Um, and I ask, you know, obviously, what is it? And he says it's a furry, which is basically, um, this is what he said, which is basically just a person who dresses up as animals, um, with, I don't think he used anthropomorphic, but I'm just going to use it just for the example. So he said, I guess, anthropomorphic characters, because I don't remember what he said. Um, and that day, um, me and him come, or he comes to my house, and he brings like this big like box. It's kind of like a tote, like, you know what a tote is, like a tote that has like the lid, and you can like you know, it's like a giant, like a big bucket, like a big bucket with like handles on the side. Um, and he's like carrying it, and I'm asking like what's in it, and he says it's my fursuit, and um, and I ask, hey, is that the thing that you showed me at school? And he was like, yeah. So um, you know, we sit down on my bed. He shows me what it is. I think he was like a fox. I think he was like a red and orange fox. Like his ears were like the insides of his ears were like red, and like his head was orange. Um, I think that's what it looked like. I'm not positive, but you know, I know it had red and orange somewhere. So he tries it on, um, and I ask what's the point in it, and he just says it's a hobby. You just go around, you know, doing whatever you want to do. And I ask how much do those things cost, and he's like over $500, which at that time it it was a lot of money for a fursuit, because nowadays like fursuits are like $3,000. Um, so you know, I have like this super shocked like expression on my face, saying, "Why would you pay that much for a costume?" And he says, "Well, it's a hobby. It costs a lot of money." Um, you know, which I get. I get. You know, you can use or you can do a hobby for, you know, just whatever you want to do. And basically every day after that, me and him would go out, and he would, you know, wear his fursuit, and I would just, you know, like walk with him, talking about, you know, furries. Um, and then one day he doesn't wear his fursuit, and this is where the story from my other video picks off. which is the fight. I don't know why he didn't wear his fursuit. I think he was like cleaning it, or it was like in the washing machine or something like that. Or something happened. I don't think it broke, but I think it was just like dirty or something. So, then basically just watch the other video if you want to hear the other story. And that's basically this story. Um, so what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to commission a fursuit for my fursona, which my fursona's name is Frostbite. I don't remember what his name was, though. I wish I still had his phone number. It's been a long time since we've, like, seen each other. Like, I mean, I know, when I was 12, I was chatting to him, but he had, I think he had, like, what was it? It was, like, a 3DS, and, like, we would, like, link up to, like, what is the thing called? It's like, it was something that you could, like, link up, like, each other's profiles or something like that. So, we would, play a whole bunch of different games, like Minecraft. What was it? What was the games that was on it? It's been so long, I don't even remember what games were on it. All I know is one of the games that we played was Mario. That's all I know. Whenever it was like raining or um, or it was super super hot outside, because I assume that those things get really hot. Because I mean, you're like you're literally like wearing like a coat full of like just fur, like literally just so much fur. Um, so anyway, I'm hoping to commission my fursuit. If anybody knows um, any like good commissioners that I can commission, that's not like super expensive. Like I'm willing to pay like $1,000 for it, but like anything like 3,000, I don't think I really want to pay 3,000 for a fursuit that I might grow out of. I might just get a partial. I'm not going to really get a full suit. That was the mistake that he made, because he can't fit into his anymore. Because he should have just got a partial, because he got a full suit, because it doesn't expand with you. You're not an actual animal. You don't like your fur doesn't grow as you grow. So, eventually he grew out of it. I think he actually just grew out of it, like, just a little bit, or not like a little bit ago, but like, a year ago. Um, so, yeah, that's story time, I guess. Um, Now, I don't know if I'm ever gonna make any more, stories out of this. I'm probably gonna, post some, like, artwork or, something like that once I get my computer back. Um, but anyway, um, I'm gonna leave this video here because, I'm done with the story, all of that. Hope you guys did enjoy. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. And I'll see all y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.